Hey, happy Saturday. I'd like to welcome you all to Water Your Soil. So, this video right here is very important. Anyone who knows me and you know this Water Your Soil channel, you know that I started off my credit journey with a secured credit card. So in this video, I'm going to talk about that's right, three things that you need to avoid. You must avoid these things when you have a secured credit card. I don't think a lot of people are aware of the things that can mess them up when they do have a secured credit card. I also don't think people are aware of the reasoning for having a secured credit card. So I'm going to touch on it right here in this video, all right? Let's get right into it. On my previous video that I did here on YouTube, I let all of my subscribers and everyone who watched the video, I let everyone know how important it is for you to gather as much information as possible when it comes to trying to improve your credit score, because the more information, the better. It's up to you to decide what works for your credit report and what doesn't work for your credit report. But the more information that you come across that's actually legit information, the better it is to help you understand how your credit score is going to develop and grow and increase. All right. So I always tell people, because I know sometimes people come by this channel and they say, well, so-and-so said do it this way. So-and-so said do it that way. And that's okay, because as I always tell people, credit scores are case by case. What works for one person may not work for the next person. What works for that person may not work for that person, so it works like that. Over here at Water Your Soil, what I do is I teach you all the ways that has helped me and the people that I have helped over the years. That's not to say that everyone else that teaches about credit is wrong. That would be completely false. I'm sure their ideas and their method about going about increasing your credit score, I'm sure it works as well. So there's no one clear-cut way how to increase your credit score. I want everyone to know that, because I think a lot of people have it confused. They think it's one sure way. And as I always tell people, and I'm going to repeat this again, no credit report is the same. So you want to take what works for you and apply it. If it doesn't work for you, you can ignore it. But the way how I got to excellent credit and the 800 credit score is I took what worked for me and I applied it to my credit report. Did all information that I came across work for me? No, it didn't. But anyways, let's get into this video. This video is going to be about secured credit cards. If you're watching this video, you probably have a little curiosity about secured credit cards. And I'll tell you, secured credit cards are how I started my credit journey. They got me my start. They helped me go from poor to excellent credit. And I'll always honor secured credit cards, and I will always talk about secured credit cards in high regards, because they have worked for me. They have worked for people that I helped achieve good and excellent credit over the years, and countless of other people. I just did a poll. You can see it over in this corner. I just did a poll the other day and asked people if they started out their credit journey with a secured credit card. And about 50% of the people, which is about half of the people, they stated that they started out their credit journey with a secured credit card. And I want you all to know, if you are out there and you're considering starting your credit journey with a secured credit card, you are not alone on this journey. So there's a lot of information out here to help you. You just have to decide which information you want to take in and apply. But the goal with a secured credit card is to graduate the secured credit card, is to get your deposit back and to have the secured credit card turn into an unsecured credit card. Unsecured means it'll just be a regular credit card, So there will no longer be a deposit. You'll get your money back, and then you can just use the credit card and it'll report to the credit bureaus as a regular credit card. That's the goal, to graduate your card. Now, some people, they just look at a secured credit card as a regular credit card, and they want to go and they want to get rental cars and they want to book hotels and things like that on a $200 and $300 credit limit. And you may think you're being slick and say you'll pay it off before you receive your first statement. But like I always tell people over here at Water Your Soil, what if you forget? What if an emergency happens, you know? What if the money that you were going to use to pay off your credit card bill had to be allocated elsewhere? Then you're out of luck and you're going to end up missing the payment. So you don't want to do that. You know, everyone has their way of doing things. I say that should be reserved for the pros and people who are experienced and do know how to handle credit cards the correct way. One thing, when you have a secured credit card, what you want to do is you want to view a secured credit card similar to how it is in sports with JV and varsity. JV, aka junior varsity, is your opportunity to prove yourself. Not only is it your opportunity to prove yourself, it's your opportunity to develop your skills. That way you can go and try out for varsity. The same thing works with these secured credit cards. It's your opportunity to prove yourself, not only to the credit bureaus, but to the credit card company, the distributor that gave you your secured credit card as well. So you have two people that you have to impress, two different groups that you have to impress when it comes to a secured credit card. The credit bureaus, which I said, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and you have to impress the credit card distributor, whether that's Discover, Capital One, Bank of America, whoever it is that's giving out your secured credit card, you have to impress them as well. And the first thing that you don't want to do with a secured credit card is miss payments. If you miss a payment, you're basically telling them that's what you would do if your secured card was unsecured. So out of your whole time having a secured card, do not miss a payment. Don't skip one payment. Don't skip any payments, all right? You want to make sure you're paying on time. You want to make sure that you're not late on any of your payments, and you definitely want to make sure you are making your payments. So whatever it is, whatever your bill is that's due, you want to make sure that you're paying on time and that you are not missing payments. That's very important. Don't do that with secured credit cards. I know some people who did that with secured credit cards, and they kept wondering, like, why won't my secured credit card graduate? Well, your card didn't graduate because you wasn't using it correctly. The main way to determine whether or not you are using your secured card correctly is your card graduating. Once your card graduates, that lets you know that you were using it correctly. Your credit score also will let you know. That will be an indicator as well as to whether or not you're using your credit card correctly. Number two, the next thing that you don't want to do is have a high utilization. This is more so for the credit bureaus than it is for the credit card company. With the utilization, you know, on a regular unsecured credit card, some people don't care. They don't care about utilization because they like, hey, I want to get the most out of my credit limit. So they really don't mind, and they really don't care whether or not they go over 30%, 10%, whatever the utilization is. But with these secured credit cards, remember what I said in the beginning of this video, the goal is to graduate these secured credit cards. So since the goal is to graduate, you want to make sure you're keeping your utilization as low as possible. And that's not necessarily for the credit card company, that's for the credit bureaus. So your score while you have your secured credit card can start rising a little. So you want to keep that utilization under 10%. In fact, I say if you keep it under 5, that's good, but under 10% should be comfortable. I say under 10 because some people have credit limits for $200 on their secured credit card, and you know, only spending $20 per month, that's bothersome to some people. So imagine if it was 5%, they really wouldn't be spending anything. So I say keep it under 10% for your secured credit cards. So keep your utilization low and keep it under 10% while the card is in the phase of trying to graduate. Number three, the third thing that you don't want to do, and I say this is the most important out of all three, even though the other two are very important, this is the most important. Do not, and I mean do not, close out your secured credit card. Do not close your secured credit card. Just think of secured credit card as an opportunity or a last chance, because pretty much the reason why you have a secured credit card more than likely is because your credit score wasn't good enough to have an unsecured credit card. You know, so you have a secured credit card, which is basically like training wheels on a bike. So what you don't want to do is close out that card, because if you do decide to close out a secured credit card, it very well may be hard to get another credit card again. So you want to be careful with that. Not only does closing out cards, especially when you already have poor credit, hurt your credit score, it's also going to do some damage to you in the future when it comes to things such as credit history and things like that. When you're just starting out with credit and credit cards, you want to make sure you keep those cards active, because the longer they stay active, the better it is for your credit score. Now, like I said, some people don't care about credit scores. They just want to get the most out of cards. And that's cool. Everyone has their own reasons for wanting a credit card. But if you're someone that cares about a credit card, you care about your credit score, and you care about graduating your secured credit card, you want to make sure you follow these steps. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. If you are considering applying for secured cards, check out my videos. I have videos in my home section where you can see how to apply for secured credit cards for both Discover as well as Capital One. Also, I have videos on how to graduate those secured cards as well, if you look at my credit cards for beginners section. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. If you feel like this video helped you out in any kind of way, be sure to hit the like button. Also, if you're new to this channel, you feeling the vibe over here, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the bell and turn on all notifications. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. I appreciate you all for watching. I'm out. Hold on. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right?